Welcome back to Snetterton after the opening Bennetts British Superbike Championship, the eBay sprint race here in Norfolk. Podium finish for Rich Energy OMG Racing Yamaha's Kyle Ride. Kyle, you said this weekend the 8th place is the thing you need to keep hold of. Danny crashed out unfortunately on the first lap. That gives you now a 30-point buffer over him going into the next two races that we have here tomorrow. That must feel like a slight relief to be back on the podium again and also to have that margin.
Yeah, the buffer was not so much my focus. It was just, when the opportunity come to try and get a podium, it feels like I've not done it since I was about 18 this year. So, bit of a nightmare last couple of meetings, but yeah, it was so nice to have a good Friday yesterday. Obviously, a good qualifying in the mixed conditions, and I had a lot of confidence for that race. Even though I had a few issues with the front end of the bike, I still managed to finish third. So I'm buzzing for everyone. Obviously, the team as well. Brad finishing first. So. Rolling tomorrow.
Second in the opening race of the weekend here at Snetterton for McKenzie Yamaha's McKenzie. Taryn, this was a strong circuit for you last year, and you really had to fight through to be on the podium today. On those opening laps, you were quite far down the order. Talk us through the race from your perspective.
Yeah, just completely sleeping on the line. We have rev lights where you can get your optimum start, and I just couldn't get it to settle. We kept going up and down, and then I just missed the lights basically. So went from 6th back to 8th, I think. And then Hickman came past after the safety car, so I was back to 9th. I was riding real aggressive and just trying to make way because I knew I had pace to be on the podium, but I knew I had to pass a lot of people. So I eventually got past Andrew Aaron and Sykes, and then got through to about 6th, and then passed Kyle. Glenn ran off, and then I passed Christian, and then Bridewell pulled off. So I felt like I went from 9th to 2nd within a few laps, and then I managed to set a good lap time for tomorrow, so I was happy about that because I was a little bit concerned again being back and not being able to put a time in, so I was happy with that. And yeah, Brad was just a little bit too far away, but I think we can make some improvements tomorrow to at least try and go with him at the start. And I always prefer longer races. I think it suits our bike, so hopefully we can be a bit stronger towards the end of the race tomorrow.
And the race result today has moved you up to 6th. You're the first rider that's outside of the confirmed, now ahead of the two races here tomorrow. The misfortune of Tommy Bridewell's put you ahead of him. I know everyone's out there fighting for the podiums, but to be moving up the order and being that much closer to what you class as the safe area for the showdown must feel good after today.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it, if I'm honest, and then it was only when I came in I realised Bridewell didn't finish, so it probably put me up a position. I was riding around with one Cinetic BMW, and then I saw Cinetic BMW fairings on the floor, so hopefully Danny was okay. I guess he was involved in the crash. And yeah, I was pushing hard, just hoping that Brad might back off or just try and get as close to him as possible, but he was just too fast. I had a couple of moments doing it, and at that point I thought there's no point chucking away 20 points now, so I backed off a little bit with a couple of laps to go, and then I went again on the last lap just in case, and yeah, it was okay. But as you said, moving up in the showdown is great. It's the big goal for this weekend really, so to back it, get some big points and some more podium credits, can't ask for much more.
Well done on the podium, Taryn.
Thank you.
And another victory for Bradley Ray for the Rich Energy OMG Racing Yamaha team. Brad, an incredible performance from you. Obviously we had the safety car at the start of the race, which almost unsettled everybody after just one lap, and then you really had to put those laps in to break the pack. How did you judge the situation, and how difficult was that race for you?
Yeah, it was funny going into the race. I sort of knew I had real good pace after the second free practice on the Friday. I knew I had to try and get to the front and sort of set my own pace and lead my own race. If I got with people and started battling, I knew it would hinder my lap time. So I was really aggressive at the start. I managed to get from 5th to 1st on the first lap, and then unfortunately the safety car came out. But I knew back from Alton Park that after the safety car I just need to do a couple of quick flying laps, sort of stun the group a little bit, get a little bit of a gap, and then just manage it throughout the race. And I felt really good. To be honest, I probably had more left in the tank. I set them few fast laps at the start and then settled in, and unfortunately had a few issues with the bike. I didn't know if it was going to last the end of the race, which I was quite worried about, but I tried to be gentle with it, and yeah, got me to the end of the race. But I'm feeling really good for tomorrow's two long races.
And as a rider that's already got your place confirmed in the showdown, that podium points will put you at the top of the standings in that as well. So that must feel good, given that this is the last opportunity to make those last points count this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. That's obviously the aim. Like for me to not be on the podium, it's almost a waste of time at these rounds at the moment. So yeah, I knew I had to get off and try and get podium credits if possible. I knew Jason was starting quite far down and it would be difficult for him to get close to the podium. So capitalised on him being so far down and just done my own race. I knew the pace I had. I knew what I was capable of doing during the race. And yeah, just set the target at the start. Was super happy to come away with the victory.
Well done on your result today,
Thank
Brad.
you very much. Cheers.